strange. Well, not strange, but it doesn't really follow the typical beauty routine, but I'm just gonna show you what I do and what works for me because I have very interesting skin. I'll put it that way. I have very interesting skin, so I had to really tweak and alter a few things in my routine in order to satisfy my skin needs. I have very large pores, a lot of acne scars, a lot of active acne, so I kind of had to base my routine around that. And I also have eczema, so the skin on my face tends to get very dry. Anyways, let's get started, okay? I'm not sure if my AirPods will even pick up the tapping noises, but I'll do them anyway. So for the Aquaphor, I base this on spots of my face that are very dry. Usually that's here in my chin area, right here around my mustache area. Even though I don't have a mustache, but you get what I mean. Right here. On this little crevice of my nose. And for now, I think that's it. Usually the tip of my nose is dry as well, so I'll put some on there today. I don't know if you can see, but my eyebrows, I got them done recently, but they're already growing out, so we'll do our best, okay? Alright, now that that's applied, I like to go in with my primer. And for primer, I use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I love this primer. As you can see, I'm running out, but do not fret. I just bought a new one. That's how much I love it. It has honestly been the only primer that I think works excellently with, like I said, my very textured skin. It's a godsend, I won't lie. It does burn a little bit. I am going to be really honest with you, but that is because I have sensitive skin. Oops, I'm sorry. So I can't really hold the product against, I can't hold that against the product, sorry, because that's just, you know, my own defect. And I apply that almost anywhere I can get it, even under my eyes. Well, especially under there, because I crease a lot there. Oops. These AirPods are like not that good in terms of a fit. They're the AirPods 4. So I have really high expectations in terms of like the sound quality. I keep on hitting the fucking AirPod. In terms of sound quality, I really do hope it picks up a lot of what I wanted to pick up. But we will see in the final take if it does. I should have put my hair up for this. Hold on. I think in here I have some hair clips. I do. Look. Oh my god, I have primer all over my hands. I'm sorry. This little Hello Kitty. Hair clip. I'm gonna put it on the side. Kind of hold my hair back. See. And the other one on the other side. I keep holding it against the screen and tapping it because I'm used to not using like anything for sound. I just record on my phone. because it's very liquidy, and sometimes you can see it starts to like separate. I don't know if you can tell. Anyway, so what I do, I give it a shake, and then I apply it to the back of my hand like this. And then I take a cosmetic wedge. I'm gonna try to be quiet with this. One of these. Just simple. Tap it in. And just tap it into my skin in that manner. That way I feel like a lot of the excess foundation gets stuck in the sponge, and it helps, and it prevents also my skin from looking too cakey, which I do like because my skin is already like very strange and textured. I don't need cakiness. So what I'll do is blend this off camera and then come back, okay? Okay, I finished blending that in. I did it off camera because if I didn't, this video would be like 20 years long, so sorry. Okay. After that, what I do is I apply some, well, technically I would do my eyebrows. So I guess I'll do that. My eyebrows is probably the most complicated part of the makeup process. Not because it's difficult. Well, it kind of is. But it's also very time consuming because I like my eyebrows to look perfect. And they don't always look perfect. So I will show you some of the process, but I won't lie and say there won't be a lot of jump cuts because it does take me quite a while, if I'm being really honest, okay? Usually I like to use a thinner eyebrow pencil, but this is all we have right now. This is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I needed something fast and I needed something cheap, so this is what I got. What color is this? Neutral brown. What I do is I brush up my eyebrows like this, and I fill in any crevices that need filling in, which is usually not a lot if I just got my eyebrows done because they already look good. But today they need a little extra TLC because they did grow out, so I will fill them in that manner. And listen, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. I always tell myself that because they never end up looking the same. And quite honestly, it's very annoying. But it is what it is, bro. Like, honestly, you take what you can get. I fill them in that manner. I don't like to do too much because it's very easy for my eyebrows to start looking blocky, which I don't like. And I was a victim to the blocky eyebrow trend, so I try to not stir away from that. Next, I will try to find my, where's this brush? Oh, right here. This is the M421. I use this brush to carve out my eyebrows. It's dirty. I'm sorry. Don't mind it. I take the the shade, it doesn't really matter because it's too light for me anyway. But it's in light medium. Okay. I tap that onto the back of my hand like I did with the foundation, and I start carving underneath my eyebrow. So I do this. I have my mirror behind me, which is why I keep looking over there. I start carving underneath my eyebrow. You see what I'm trying to do, right? It's basically like a 2017 Instagram brow, except make it way less thick than how they did back in the day. Because those eyebrows were a real tragedy, I tell you. I look back at my Snapchat memories with my freaking blocked up eyebrows and I'm like, holy hell, why did no one stop me? Well, my dad did, and my brother, because they're fucking mean. They're like, what the fuck is wrong with your eyebrows? They could have been a whole lot nicer about it, I'll say that. But yeah, someone did stop me. A lot of people did stop me. But you know how it was back then? We all thought we ate. And you know what's worse? That I used to just do my eyebrows, like I wouldn't wear foundation or anything. So you could see the unblended ass concealer. And my thick ass eyebrows, no foundation. Just craziness. I looked wild. Okay. There you go. That's the vision. I'm gonna correct that off camera. And I'll be right back. I'll also do the other eye just to save us. Okay. And I'm gonna give you the full scoop. So now that I've come back looking crazier than ever, I'm gonna tell you what I do after. So your eyebrows are gonna look essentially like this. A little blocky, I know. I go in with my foundation. I pour that into what's left of my concealer. Blend that up and carve the top. I'm gonna show you how I do that. I blend it into the concealer because I like the thickness of the concealer. I feel like the foundation on its own, it's too runny for me to be able to carve it out, into the shape that I want. This is the most nerve-wracking part, okay? So bear with me. Gonna trace the line. Oh my god. I always hold my breath for this. You're gonna trace that line at the top and carve it that way. This actually came out good. In one stroke, I cannot believe it. Well, I don't like to tell, but everything else looked good. I'm so shocked. And there you go. You have your eyebrow. So I will do the other one and then I will come back, okay? So obviously, of course, after this eyebrow went well, this one had to get fucked up, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I will not get upset. I'm gonna grab a clean cosmetic wedge and start to blend out the concealer from underneath my eyebrows. Sorry, it's a plane. I can't help it. Of course, it's a fucking plane right now. Apparently, a lot of people want to come into San Francisco. I don't live in San Francisco, but I live near it, so there's a lot of planes. Always, 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 always. Blend out the top. eyebrow. This one really pissed me off. It made me upset. I'm mad. I'm mad about it now. You guys saw that other eyebrow came out perfectly. And that one got botched. I'm so mad. I'll blend that in some more. Okay. Now that that's blended in, then I'm gonna go in with some concealer underneath my eyes. I'm gonna be really honest, this concealer is very meh. It's not like, the best thing I've ever tried. It's just, it's it's not great. I don't really care too much for concealer. I just wanted to disappear my eye bags. That's it. I don't really care for greasing because I don't know if you can tell, my under eyelids are already greasy, so anything is gonna grease. Any product that I put on them is gonna grease, so I'm not too concerned about that. In my head, I'm like, if it's concealer, it's gonna grease, so it really doesn't matter what concealer it is. Alright. Don't you guys get itchy when you put on foundation? And in the most random spots too. Like, why am I itchy here? I don't have anything there. Okay. Now that that's blended in, I am going to put some powder on it because I am a greasy bitch. So I have to make sure that that doesn't get much worse. For that, I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty Baby Bake. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The Huda Beauty Baby Bake. In the shade Banana Bread. That's the best shade for me I could find. And honestly, this powder is super expensive. Very expensive. I paid like $25 for this little ass powder. And to me, that's really expensive because I'm a drugstore girly. So that seemed super outrageous to me. I'm gonna grab a powder puff. And oh, look, I already started to grease. With the other side that has no powder, I'm gonna blend in whatever concealer's already greased. Jesus Christ, I'm telling you. Go in with the cosmetic wedge again. Reapply some of that product that I just dusted off and set. Anyway, I was saying that this powder is super expensive. It is. And I was also saying that, I don't know what I was saying, but I have a bone to pick with this powder. The fragrance. Why does it have fragrance? I hate that because I have sensitive skin, so anything with fragrance automatically irritates my skin. But apart from that, it's a really good powder. It really is. I'm gonna wipe my nose real quick if you don't mind. Okay, phew. I'm also gonna start setting in some areas that I tend to crease at. So my smile line, I put one of those because my smile lines crease like hell, dude. They crease like fucking hell. So I do the pufferfish method around my nose. People can't usually see it because my nose is like built really weird to the point where like you can't really see that little crevice. But still, I like to set it. And not here. I don't crease a lot in this area, thank God. Okay, I'm gonna let that little bit of powder sit there. And I will go in with my bronzer now, which is usually the next step. I used the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in the color 22 Sun Bronze, which honestly is like a cute little bronze, but I wish I would have gotten a darker color because it's a little too close to my own skin tone. I'm gonna use this Cream Beauty Hello Kitty brush. I think I got this brush at TJ Maxx in like a set. So I can't tell you. I don't know where you could find it. And it was in the clearance aisle, so I love me a good deal, girl. So I don't know. I'm gonna bronze on bronze. This part I just kind of go crazy with because my skin is already like so imperfect. You can't even tell if I mess up with my bronzer. That's the only good part about having big ass pores and uneven skin, that you can just put shit anywhere and it'll turn out fine. You see? Yeah. To start off, I used to not put bronzer in my forehead, but lately I've been just enjoying that. Sorry, I got a notification. I got distracted. I've been enjoying doing that. I think it makes me look a whole lot more bronzy, which I enjoy. I like looking bronzy, especially right now that it's summer. I usually don't put any here, but fuck it. Today I will. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Oops, I'm sorry. Okay. After bronzer, I go in with blush. Now, for blush, I have been trying a new blush recently. Let me show you. It's this e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. And it's purple. Because color theory, right? Like, usually purple stuff on me shows up pink. So I was like, you know what? Let me stop fucking with these pink blushes and actually use something that I know is gonna work. So I've been using this blush and I've really been liking it. It's in the shade Bold Faced Lilac. Look at that. And a little really does go a long way. Like, that's all I use for one cheek. And you'll see how I apply it. I apply it kind of strangely, I'm not gonna lie. I use a powder puff, a cosmetic wedge. I tap it into the blush, and then from there I tap it onto my skin, and it gives you like a more natural, kind of finish. I focus it on this area of my face. I love it. It looks so natural on me. I don't know what to tell you. It works. It just works. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other cheek. and very natural, which I really, 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 really like. I do use two blush products just because when I set my face, oftentimes the blush kind of just disappears. Not entirely, but for the most part. So I will show you guys what that other product is when it's time to do that. Alright, now that I've applied blush and I've set under my eyes, what I will do is gonna tap that off under my eyes. And set the rest of my face. For that, I will use this, this Wet n Wild loose setting powder. The photo focus. I use translucent. Okay. I set the rest of my face with this powder. And I take that powder puff and I do it with the powder puff. And I just kind of set my face that way. See, I'm telling you, the blush kind of disappears. But I have to apply it because it's a cream. Although I set my face because I have very, 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 very oily skin, so I need to set my face. If not, I will look like a shiny mess in like 2 seconds. Now that I'm set and I look like a fucking powdered donut, what I would do next is reapply some of that bronzer, bring that color back. I'm so sorry. Bring that color back. Okay, on my forehead as well. Not too much, just a little bit. Put the other blush, but I don't have that with me right now, so give me 1 second. Okay, as my second blush, I use this Juvia's Place, the Sweet Pinks palette. And I go into this pink right here, and a little bit of this purple, very little. And these colors are very, very, very pigmented, so I kind of dab off the excess onto my hand before I go into my face and apply that. There you go. Like, that's it, literally it. That's all I need. It is like really actually truly super pigmented, so I'm very careful with these blushes. Well, I don't even think they're meant to be blushes. I think they're meant to be used as eyeshadows, but that's what I use them for. So, sorry, don't come for me. Now that that's done, we are approximating the end of our run. We're almost done here. I will grab a brush. Any brush doesn't really matter. And I will go into, where's my bronzer? Where did I leave the bronzer? Oh, excuse me, it's right here. Go into the bronzer. And It's still there. Jesus. It's like really on there. What the frick? Okay. I think it's off. Yeah, it is. My God, that caused me a lot of trouble. Anyways, I'm gonna just go in with that and put it almost all over my eyelid. I'm not trying to do anything too fancy here, just work it into your eye like this. Usually I use an eyeshadow palette, but today I'm lazy. I don't want to get up and grab it. Great, that's it. Now I will grab an eye pencil, which is usually a black one. This one, actually no, this is the Wet n Wild one. Pretty good, but not what I need. I need something a little more. Yes, this one. The Rimmel's Candle Eyes 24-hour wear pencil. It is actually not waterproof. It is actually not 24-hour wear, but I do like how black it is. Let me sharpen it real quick, because it has no more pencil. Now that it's sharpened, I'm gonna take that into my my lash line and kind of just put it on there. It doesn't matter like how well it goes on, because I'm gonna blend it out with a brush either way. So just put it in my lash line. Now that I look crazy, I will go into a smoky liner brush. Me and smoky liner brushes are BFFs, one of these, and blend that out. I kind of also want you to see, so kind of just blend that out. And it's gonna look really imperfect, and that's like the whole point. Eventually you're gonna keep rubbing, and it's gonna blend in. See? Where's the line? Where did it go? Gone. Do the same thing on the other eye. Kind of just blend that in. I do this because it makes my eyes pop. But if you don't have a similar eye shape to mine, this makeup tip could be very counterproductive and actually make your eyes look smaller. So do what works for you, you know? Like, I also don't want you to be like, yeah, sorry, I tried this makeup look and it looked like shit. I'm sorry, but, you know, now that we've blended that in with the smoky liner brush, I'm gonna go into the brush that I was using previously for the bronzer eyeshadow and blend in any harsh lines that could be left over right in this area. I don't think I blended this one enough. There, perfect. Blend it once more. And we're done. That's the eyeshadow look for today. I don't do anything else. I will apply mascara. mascara isn't waterproof. Hate to break it to you. So I'm gonna apply that off camera and then I will be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Mascara is applied. And now for the last step, okay? I'm gonna do my lips. Usually I like to go with a lip liner and then like a matte nude in the center. So for today's concoction, I will use the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner in the color Dark Cocoa and outline my lips like that. The same thing for the bottom. Alright. Now that that's done, I will grab this L'Oreal Paris kind of lip matte cream in the color 416. Oh my god, it won't focus. 416. I create. I don't know. Not too sure. And kind of place it in the center and rub it in with my finger. Okay, and we're done. That's pretty much it. That is all I do. Let me bring you guys in a little closer so you guys can see. This is what we're looking like. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a lot longer than my usual videos, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you picked up some tricks or some tips or what not to do or what to do from watching me apply my makeup. And I want to thank you guys for watching. You know, even if my videos get 400, 200, 100 views, it's very comforting to know that something that I'm putting out there is getting viewed by even 10 or 1 person. So thank you a lot for the continued support and thank you for sticking